The man slammed his fist into the ground, and the entire earth suddenly stopped spinning. Every living being across the planet was frozen in place. In an instant, the world itself seemed to collapse. The skies twisted, the land shattered, like a full-blown apocalypse unfolding. This was the terrifying power of Jiro, the master of pressure point techniques. But Joa was completely unaffected, and continued provoking him. In response, Jiro exposed Joa's disguise, revealing his true face. To Jiro and Setsuno's shock, Joa looked exactly like the late god chef, Frozy. Even the air-splitting slash Joa used was unmistakably one of Frozy's techniques. Still, they needed to be absolutely sure. Setsuno's kitchen knife shifted into an attack form, and with a single swing, a dazzling path of gourmet energy shot straight into the sky. At the same time, Jiro put on his spiked gauntlet, and threw a devastating punch. The force of the blow formed a beam of light, taking the shape of a wolf's head, as it charged straight at Joa. But Joa entered a battle stance as well. His hair instantly turned white, and he began rapidly swinging his knife. With ease, he neutralized their combined attack. After sensing his gourmet cells, they finally confirmed it. The person before them was not their master, Frozy. Just as they were about to go all out, Joa seized the initiative. After their earlier battle with the gourmet corp, Setsuno had already used up too much energy, and couldn't keep dodging. At the critical moment, Jiro used his own body to shield her from the attack. Joa immediately followed up, with an even more powerful slash. Determined to protect Setsuno, Jiro prepared to take it head-on. At the last possible second, Toriko's flying fork arrived just in time, and deflected the attack. Soon after, Starjun also arrived at the scene. The two had reached an agreement. They would join forces against the enemy first, and settle things between themselves later. Seeing that the odds were no longer in his favor, Joa sent out Teppei. After being enhanced by Joa's cooking, Teppei's power had skyrocketed. In an instant, he used vines to restrain Toriko and Starjun. Fortunately, Setsuno stepped in just in time. A burst of overwhelming pressure tore the vines to pieces. Jiro told the two to focus on Joa, saying this good-for-nothing grandson would be dealt with by the grandparents themselves. Freed from their restraints, Toriko and Starjun immediately unleashed their gourmet demons, but to their shock, Joa blew them away with sheer aura alone. Starjun couldn't help but admit that Joa truly lived up to someone bold enough to stand against the gourmet corp. However, Joa calmly stated that the only one he was interested in was Komatsu. With a single slash, he left Toriko and Starjun completely helpless. It turned out that Neo was after Komatsu's good fortune. Just as Komatsu was about to be taken away, Zebra's soundwave missile suddenly came roaring in. Right behind it were Coco's poison and Sunny's hair attacks. The four heavenly kings had reunited once again to face the enemy together.